Eternal Strands is a new third-person action adventure, draws inspiration from the likes of Shadow of the Colossus and Monster Hunter, where you're doing battle with massive creatures hellbent on destroying you, and combines that with Tears of the Kingdom like physics-manipulating powers to turn you into the ultimate sorcerer supreme badass. It's in development from Yellow Brick Games, which is led by Mike Laidlaw, the longtime creative director on the Dragon Age series. The game centers on Weavers, a group of magic users whose population grows fewer by the day. Notably, this is a familiar premise in the world of fantasy games. But what sets this upcoming title apart is its ingenious blending of physics and magic. Speaking to IGN, Louis Tremblay, one of the developers, revealed, "In Eternal Strands, we wanted to merge our magic with the physics gameplay. That was something that we wanted to achieve for a very long time, and trying to bring the joyfulness of physics games and simulation games into a more action-packed game." Players will step into the role of Bryn, a member of the Weavers, the magic group that is reducing in numbers. You will journey across a vast fantasy kingdom struck by a tragic magical event. Your quest is to uncover the secrets of a once mighty nation, the Enclave, and restore your home and its people to their former glory. Playing as Bryn, the fearless warrior, players will have access to various enchanted weapons and armor. Besides this, your primary weapon is a magical cloak known as the Mantle, which you use to leverage the temperature and elements to your advantage through channeling magic. The developers give an example of how players will achieve this. For example, if you're fighting the fire drake that will blast fire into your face, you can cast a wall of ice and reflect that fire back at other NPCs, which is pretty fun. But with these spells also, you can lift stuff with physical force, like there's telekinesis power that's pretty fun to play around, so you can mix and match your spells. For example, if you're creating a bubble of force, you can cast fire into it and create a ball of fire. This next-gen physics encourages creativity among players, where you ideally create your own chaos. Objects in the game have certain temperature levels, meaning heat or cold can travel from one object to the next. Therefore, if a hot object falls on water, it can produce vapor. Players may use this technique to reduce visibility and launch a surprise attack. Moreover, players will use these powers to fight human-sized foes and colossal, climbable beings called arcs. The only way to defeat these gargantuan beasts is by scaling their backs and attacking their armor, which makes them vulnerable. Then, by using the elements, you can attack their weak spots. For example, you could use fire to burn off their fur, or an ice attack to topple them over. Eternal Strands is an ambitious project by a team of developers with vast experience, working on AAA games. The studio was established in 2020, and since then, they have been working on this title as their debut project. Skalski, the studio's executive producer and chief operating officer, said, "We have learned a lot from working on world-class, multi-year projects with thousands of colleagues, and we want to take a different approach. Leveraging a smaller, talented team where people come first, we will create amazing worlds and experiences for all others to enjoy. The market is moving fast, and we have no desire to play catch-up and chase it when we can influence where it goes. These goals drove us to found Yellow Brick Games." The studio has 68 employees working on the game using a craftsmanship approach. The studio plans to leverage the power of the new generation consoles, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, to bring their vision to life. Furthermore, the studio also intends to take on a self-publishing role. CEO Mike Laidlaw notes that the self-publishing is a leap of faith, given the murky waters in the industry, and also says that it is an opportunity to take our destiny into our own and reach out directly to players and the wider gaming community. Eternal Strands is slated for a 2025 release, but the developers have not provided a concrete date for its launch. However, we can confirm that the game will exclusively launch on PC through Steam, Xbox Series, and PS5.